So Interact is a service organization, and it's actually an international service organization, but also local. So typically we are working to do projects either in an international venue. Sometimes like we'll actually do like actual activities type projects, but typically it's more raising money and then getting that money out to a group that could use it. This year we actually we raised actually quite a bit of money in the past couple years. So what we did is each grade level got to donate a certain, I think it was $1,000 to whatever international or local cause that they wanted to use. So some of the things we did were they donated to the Little Brothers Friends of the Elderly, I think Heifer International, Books for Africa, domestic violence groups, things like that. And then sometimes they also do local projects. So like we work with Rotary for Houghton, and sometimes we'll go and help them when they've actually got local community projects to do. So I kind of just came into Interact because Mr. Bonacorsi had left, and he was the one who kind of had started it. But I've been really happy doing it because it is a service organization, and I think it's important for everybody, not just young people, but older people too. And I don't think we do enough community involvement and community service. Students are required to do it a lot of times for things, and you want to put it on your resume and stuff, but I think it's a good thing to learn, I think, to be able to go out and help your community and serve your community. So I like that aspect of it. I think that's the most important part of it. I try not to do as much as far as advisors go. I try to let my officers do most of it, but I guess I feel like I'm there to kind of guide them. So if they need it, this year I have great officers. So, and actually I'd say since I took over, I've had really good officers. So I don't feel like I have to do much. I mean, I have to supervise when we do like fun days and make sure that we have everything and keys and stuff to open everything. But as a whole, they do most of it. So like I'm really just there to kind of keep them in track, make sure the treasurer is, keeping track of how much money we have in the account and where it's getting spent, and communicating with my president and stuff to when we're having meetings and things. I would say really the biggest role for me is probably just being the liaison with Rotary. So like they've got Rotary members that will contact me if they want to come in and talk, or if they want to ask the group something. So I kind of do that, but otherwise I let them do it. They do most of it. Everybody's involved. It isn't just like my officers and a couple other people doing all the work. If we do a fun day, like I'll get almost everybody there working at the fun day. Or if I need somebody to do something with Rotary, I'll get plenty of volunteers to do it. So I like that everybody's pretty involved in the group.
Interact Club is it's the high school version of Rotary Club. So if you know what Rotary does, they do a lot of international programs. They oftentimes send students abroad, and they do a lot of volunteer work. Interact is just the high school version of that. So we do fundraisers, and then we usually donate our money to international organizations. This Christmas, we donated $3,000, $1,000 to an organization to help stop homelessness, $1,000 to Heifer International, and then I think we donated $500 to Little Brothers, and I don't remember where the other $500 went, but we do a lot of stuff like that. I joined Interact Club mostly because my mom was the advisor, so I knew a lot about it. In general, it's not like a huge commitment, so it's like you can do it with other clubs, and I thought that it sounded like a good idea. Just volunteer experience. My role in Interact is secretary, so I take notes during the meetings and I write stuff down basically, and I make lists for people like when we assign jobs, and that's pretty much it. And then I attend all the meetings, and if the president, vice president, and treasurer are all gone, I'll run the meetings. My favorite experience in Interact is probably when we do the fundraisers. One of my favorite fundraisers is when we do the fun days, where we open up the gym, the pool, and the auditorium, and we show movies and let the kids from the elementary school swim. And it's basically from 6 to 9 usually, or sorry, a little earlier, maybe like 4 to 8. And basically the parents just get to go out and have like a night out to eat, and then we'll watch their kids for them. And we usually make a good amount of money, and then it's satisfying to donate that money, and it's just fun playing with kids.